So,
Yes.
in preliminary investigation,
Hmm.
we saw about the feasibility study, right, sir?
Yes.
Is it enough that we write only a single point in under each feasibility study?
No issues.
No issues. You need not see the detailed description of each dimension, which has been given for 3-4 pages, two
No,
pages,
no.
3 pages.
Okay, that is just additional information that they have given. We have to refer it when we are actually doing that or when we are auditing the same. They are not expecting anything other than you remembering the headings. Remember the headings and just 2 or 3 points, because you can understand if it is just unreasonable. If for you to memorize everything, just memorize the important points only. We have already covered what are the important points. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
You,
Now I can skip this.
you must also have seen the points they have given for DRP contents and how to do audit of DRP and that. For that also they have given 3 pages answer.
So can I skip it, sir, and just remember what we learned?
Yes, means instead of skipping, what you can do is try to see whether study material is making sense out of it or not. If it is talking nonsense and if it is, there you cannot understand the flow and all, skip it. But if it is talking relevant stuff, you can make sense out of it. Just highlight 2-3 points and finish it. Okay, don't invest a lot of time in it after the class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because by now you must have understood that I am also focusing on the relevant part or the you can understand the flow. I am not taking up something that is very rigid and difficult to understand. Now let's see the procedure of prototyping. How we will uh, do prototyping.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, how will they frame questions in these approaches, sir? Will they not ask weaknesses alone? Or are they going to ask just about the waterfall model and we'll have to write like 10 points?
No, no, never write 10 points. Because now the questions are for either 4 marks or 6 marks.
Yes, sir.
For 6 marks, 7 to 8 points is enough. For 4 marks, 5 to 6 points is enough. What you have to remember is, even if they ask you features or limitations or advantages, you have to tell the concept and then write the features, limitations or advantages. What you have to do is, you have to recycle the same points again in advantages, limitations and features. Okay.
So even
Understand?
if they ask weaknesses alone, just the concept and 3 points which you've told is enough, sir.
No, no, not 3, 5 to 6 points, minimum 5 to 6 points.
Okay, sir.
Now, suppose if they ask you features or waterfall, what you will say, there is some overlap. Here we will focus more on planning, timing, scheduling, budgeting and all. Here documentation is done in a extensive. I have written here only 3 points. What you will add from your side is, this is also a traditional method of development of software. Here there is a sequence in the software and we can also measure the progress in waterfall. Okay, so you can add this on your own if you have read the, see this chart, memorize 100%. If you memorize this chart, you can write any question. If they ask only explain waterfall model, what you have to write is the concept and the features. You will not write advantages and limitations. But make sure that you write 5 to 6 points for 4 marks. Okay, there is no formula like you have to double it or you know. Just make sure that for 4 marks you write 1 to 1.5 pages, and for 6 marks you write 2 pages.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see how we will do prototyping. I mean, because I have called my papers twice and there was never an issue that they were giving me less marks or cutting my marks because of I was writing less points or not writing enough content. I was just accurate in the headings and remembering the concept.
Sir, can you share your question papers? Sorry, answer paper, sir.
I am also searching for my answer papers. I was going to share it on the WhatsApp group. The thing is, yes, if you have received your answer papers from the institute, means a year back or something, can you recall them again?
I don't think so, sir.
Because I think I have means I have lost the record of that. I will still search, and if I find it, means I had also forwarded it to one of my friends. I will ask him if he has the copy, and I will share it on the
And you
group.
must have a mail, no, sir.
Yes,
You will have a mail, right, sir?
yes.
Because I
After I became CA, I never thought I was going to take the classes, and also I cleared out everything which was related to my exams and all, because I wanted to get out of that trauma and just be happy and enjoy the moment.
When did you finish, sir?
Yes,
When did you finish?
yeah, this year in January. Okay, shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Now we will see the phases of prototyping model. First one is we will identify what are the requirements of the customer, what are the alterations he is asking for in the flat. First, we will identify those requirements. Then we will develop an initial prototype. What is initial prototype? First prototype as per those modifications and alterations. Then we will show that prototype to the customer. If he accepts it, we will do sign off and approval procedures. If it doesn't accept it, we will again revise the prototype. We will again test the prototype and again show the same to the customer. Again, if he rejects it, we will do the same procedure again. We will keep on doing it till he finally accepts the product. And when he accepts the product, we will sign off and approve the product, or we will do sign up and approval procedures. Okay. So there are 4 generic phases. What are the 4 generic phases? Identify the system requirements, then develop initial prototype, then test and revise, and then sign off and approval procedures. After this, so this is the generic phases of prototyping model. We don't have generic phases in waterfall. We only have them in prototyping. They can ask you specifically only what are the generic phases of prototyping. After this, now let's see what are the limitations of prototyping. Frequent change. Okay, the customer may keep on telling you that I need these alterations and all. Even he doesn't have the clarity of what he wants. So that may occur. Then the customer has to devote time to the while making alterations and all. If it doesn't devote time and he is only after the work has been finished, he again might expect for some changes and all. So there will be some problems. Yes, now there will be some behavioral problems because customer he is not telling in 1 or 2 attempts that what he actually wants, 1 or 2 prototypes. It is wasting the time of the builder also and customer also. So obviously there is going to be some behavioral problems. Sometimes what happens is you develop a prototype too early. Means the customer is already in the deciding stage that I want this and that. And as soon as he tells you one requirement, immediately you install it. And after you install it, it feels like you shouldn't have done that. Okay. So taking time for developing a prototype is also a problem, and finishing the prototype early is also a problem. Okay, so that is a limitation. of prototyping. Now I will ask you some question about prototyping. What is the difference between waterfall and prototyping? In one point only tell.
In traditional approach, you cannot go back to the previous thing and revise and then come back. However, in prototype, you can keep revising unless the user gets satisfied.
Yes. Out of these two, which one do you think develops faster?
Prototype.
And out of these, which one has the more quality in system?
Prototype, because it can be tested and revised.
See,
In traditional, we said it's about the quality.
in waterfall, they are saying that it will provide a more quality product. Okay, in prototyping, they are not talking about quality or anything. So you can understand if it is taking a lot of time and there is rigidity, it means there is a quality. If we are able to develop it faster and we are changing it again and again, then we are saying that quality aspect is not maintained in such a case. Okay, so if they ask you to compare waterfall and prototyping, quality product will be waterfall. Faster and feasible method will be prototype. Flexible will be prototype. After this, now let's see incremental. Okay, we will only finish incremental now and then we will stop. Now, can you tell me why I have colored the tabs as orange in incremental? Try to read them and tell me what is the reason.
Is it same as waterfall and prototyping, sir? Or is it the meaning of incremental? It doesn't talk about strength or weakness. It is talking about the.
The incremental is the combination of waterfall and prototyping. Okay, it has the features of waterfall also and prototyping also. So that is why I have colored it orange, as he is the product of the earlier two system development approaches. Now what will happen is, if we compare incremental to waterfall, we will say that it is more flexible, it is less costly. In waterfall and prototyping, waterfall is more costly than prototyping. Then in incremental, we will have concrete evidence and we will also knowledge of exploitation. Now you can understand from where these points are coming. Concrete evidence is coming from waterfall, knowledge exploitation is coming from prototyping. So that is why we are saying it is a combination of the earlier two methods. We can also say that incremental is a series of mini waterfalls. What we will do is, we will develop a prototype, but in that prototype also we will mention the processes, or we will create mini waterfalls. So that is why we are calling it a combination of both the methods. For example, you are working on the kitchen. Okay, you are building a flat. In that you are working on the kitchen. That doesn't mean that you cannot work on the bedroom and the living room. Okay, you will work on the living room also, on the bedroom also, and the kitchen also at the same time. But what you will do is, for kitchen you will have one waterfall, for bedroom you will have the waterfall, and for the living room you will have a separate waterfall. Okay. Same concept apply for information system, that we will do a series of mini waterfalls. Then this incremental also we will keep on doing till the customer is satisfied and is accepted by the customer, the product. So what we will call this incremental model is initial software. Okay, it gives you the initial software that the customer is asking, and there is a gradual implementation. Okay, it will take some time to develop it, but in the end because it has the features of both the methods, you will get a more qualitative product. Now again, the limitations will be combination of the earlier two models. There will be only little backlash. There will be no overlap. It will be a bit rigid. And in incremental model, some technical requirements may not be taken into consideration. Okay, for example, you are working on the same thing, you are preparing different waterfalls. It might be the case that when you are creating waterfalls, you are not taking into consideration that the material that you are using for other waterfalls can also be used for the earlier waterfall. Okay, so you forget such factors when you are building waterfalls for each and every activity. So some technical requirements will not be able to taken into consideration in case of incremental model. Okay, in relation to these three models, if you have any question, you can ask me. Yes, any questions? Okay, I know these approaches are very easy. There is nothing to ask in this. Okay, I want to ask you one question. I will ask it after the lecture. Okay, shall we stop now?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, everyone.
So one